right, boys and girls, this is Mrs. Belcher, and this is Tuesday, April the 14th, and this is our phonics lesson for today. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with our reading sounds. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly since yesterday's lesson was a little bit taking more time and modeling since we haven't been in the classroom for a few weeks. I'm going to go a little bit faster, so you do the same at home. As I say the letters, you say the letters as well, and you say the sound. All right, here we go. V says V. Z says Z. A, bossy E says A. Remember, we learned that in yesterday's phonics lesson. L says ul. OR says or. AY says A. S says S. ONK says onk. Make sure you open your mouth really wide on that. X says X. G says G. E makes two sounds. Its short sound says eh, and its long sound says E when it comes at the end of a short word, like me and B and we and thee. CK says K, and it comes at the end of a short vowel word. U says CH says ch. INK says ink. B says b. H says h. Y makes two sounds. Its consonant sound says y, and its long sound says I when it comes at the end of a short word. D says d. ALL says all. This is a sound, but it's also a sight word too. UNG says ung. N says n. AR says R. OY says oi. A. Now listen, boys and girls, on this one. If you notice, there is no bossy E with this. So we're not going to say A on this. This says ah because there's no bossy E. R says r. TH makes two sounds. Its hard sound says th, th, th. The soft sound says v, v. OO makes two sounds, ooh and ooh. K says k, and most of the time, K will most of the time be at the beginning of the word. WH says woo. M says Q and U go together and they say qua. P says p. ING says ing. ONG says ong. E comes in the middle of a word and it says e. C says k. W says woo. UNK says unk. T says t. ANG says ang. SH says sh. I says I. J says j. O makes two sounds. Its short sound says ah, and its long sound says oh when it comes at the end of a short word like go and no and so. F says f. And remember, boys and girls, we haven't seen this in a while, but remember, F can also be a double final consonant. Remember, if it needs two F's, it's going to be at the end of a short vowel word. ANK says ank. All right, we're going to go to the next part, and we're going to read a few words. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, okay? All right, here we go. A mat. A mate. A rat. boys and girls, when we see bossy E at the ends of all of these words, A makes its long sound. It says its name. But at the top of these words here, we don't see any bossy E, so that means A makes its short sound. All right, let's try this together. Here we go. I can, a cane, a van, a vein, a cap, a cape. All right, let's read through a few sentences. Mac will swim in the pool. And remember, this is a period. So when we see a period at the end of a sentence, that means we are making a statement. We're telling. Soon the bud will bloom. Okay. All right, let's go through a few more words, boys and girls. I'm going to go through some of these. Here we go. Ang, rang, are, park, oi, boy, with, are, yard, a, pray, a, track, or short. Now, on a lot of these words, there are so many sounds, so I'm just picking just a few of our bigger sounds, and then I'm saying those sounds, and then I am saying the word. Remember, if you don't need to say those sounds, if you can read those words really quickly, then you just do it the best way that you can. Here we go again. A, path, I, spy, chip, ing, ring. All right, boys and girls, we're going to go on to our introducing our new material. Now, yesterday, remember, we learned about this sound, A, bossy E, okay? And we noticed that when we see bossy E at the end of a word, it is not going to say ah anymore. Remember, that E is being very bossy, and it's telling A, no, 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 A, no saying ah anymore. When I'm around, that means you've got to make your long sound. So this says A. Now we're going to learn a new sound, because just like bossy E bosses A around, it loves to boss the other vowels around. So let's look at our new sound. And our new sound is I, bossy E. And let me just explain something about the little dash that you see in the middle. When you see that dash, that doesn't mean when you're writing those words you need to make that dash. That dash just means most of the time it's going to be the letter I, and there's going to be a letter in between that I and that E. So here's our new sound, boys and girls. Just like bossy E bossed A around and making it say its long sound, here goes bossy E again, and it's telling I, no, 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 I, no more of saying I. When I'm around, you say your name, and your name is I. So this new sound is I. Let's look at some words with that I, bossy E. All right, here we go. Just like we did yesterday, we're going to be looking, and that's really important this time. Now that bossy E is coming around, we've got to look for bossy E. So here we go. I'm going to go through the top row first. So watch me. On all of these this top row of these words, I don't see bossy E. So I'm not going to say its long sound. I'm going to say its short sound. This first word is I, rip, I, dim, I, head. Miss Belcher was almost about to make a mistake there. All right, let's go on to the second row. Now, if you notice, I see bossy E there. So these I's are not going to say their short sound. They're going to make their long sound, which is saying their name. I, ripe. I, dime. I, hide. All right, this is our last page for our lesson. Here we go. Let's do it together. I, bit. I, spin, grip. Second row, bossy E's in town. I bite, I spine, and I gripe. All right, boys and girls, our new sound is I, bossy E. There's that bossy E again, and it's bossing not only A around, but it's also bossing around I. So we're going to come back tomorrow with Wednesday's lesson. Make sure you are reading your Sunday printable lesson. That's also on Google Class. And make sure you're doing a really good job. All right, miss you guys. See you later.